Hey guys, what's up? I am obsessed with Code Vein, and I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm loving the heck out of this game. Sure, you've seen me talking about this game previously. It's a great game, I praised the game, but because I only played like 3 or 4 hours of it. Right now, I don't know how many hours I'm into it. I am at the cathedral, that's all I'll say. It's driving me crazy, but I'm still loving the heck out of the game, and I can't stop playing it. I'm obsessed with this game, I love it! And what's so shocking and surprising about it? Well, just like when I did the Dragon Quest 11 video, I am obsessed with Dragon Quest. My obsession is a surprise because this game, as you probably already know, it's been constantly compared with the Soulsborne series, like Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, etc. Why am I so obsessed with this game, considering I don't even like these kinds of games? Anyway, I disagree with the comparison, but we'll get to that later. First of all, I want to talk about the positive and the negative about the game. Now, I only have 2 negative things to say about it. Sure, no game is perfect. Every single game in existence has a lot of great things and a lot of bad things. But I want to focus on the 2 that I consider the most relevant or bothersome, for so to say. Code Vein's biggest problem, in my opinion, is that your party member, your AI, it can be kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. Don't take me wrong, I think the intelligence here, the artificial intelligence is pretty damn good, but sometimes it can ruin your whole strategy. It can completely screw it all up. It can completely fuck up your plan and get yourself killed. Get your main customized character killed. I don't like that, you know, it's a mistake. I think Bandai Namco could have worked a little bit more on your party members. Well, your party member, because there's only one per mission. You can only choose one, you can only partner up with one character. They could have done a better job with that. But other than that, I see no other issues here, no major issues. This is the only technical problem that I see in the game that can sometimes make things infuriating. That and some areas that are, like the cathedral, very hard to navigate through, because you get lost very easily. But that's okay. Code Vein has a fantastic story, very dark, very well written, but it also has anime tropes, anime stereotypes, lolis, sexualized girls, fan service, the power of friendship. And okay, that's kind of idiotic, it just feels like it doesn't fit in a game like this. You watch these scenes and you're like, okay, it just feels like it doesn't belong in a game like this. But that's okay, it's Japan, it's anime, whatever. It's the appeal for a certain market. I don't mind that, you know, it's not like I don't enjoy looking at these girls, right? Anyway, those are the only 2 negative things that I can say about the game. Everything else has been positive. The ambience, the music, the story, like I said before, it's so damn dark and just post-apocalyptic with a lot of gothic references. Dark, blood, gore. I'm a sucker for all of that. I love that, and you guys know that. The darker the story, the better for me. And that's precisely what Code Vein stands out for, in my opinion. The story, the character development, the character progression. Now, I am in love with this game because of that, because of the story, the characters. It is very visually stunning. It has a couple of bugs during the frame rate and during the animations. But the CGI animation, but I don't care about that. I don't give a shit. I love the freaking game. It's visually amazing. Gameplay wise, it's just very addicting. I understand the addiction for some people with the Soulsborne series. I play those games and I get it. It's just the fact that you gotta be consistent, you gotta be technical, you gotta really plan your attacks, your movements, your strategies, everything. And that is so addictive. When it comes to Code Vein, it's no different. I love the heck out of that. It pisses me off sometimes, man. It pisses me off, but in a good sense. I mean, it pisses me off, but like 5 seconds later, I want to try again. I'm there. I go back to the save point, the missile thing or whatever. I go back to it and I restart, and then I go once again to beat the crap out of these goddamn enemies. And I try a different approach, a different movement, a different weapon, a different strategy. I love that. I am loving the heck out of that. I know I said at the beginning that I just disagree with the constant comparison with this game to the Soulsborne series. Well, let's look at that for example. I'm not a fan of Dark Souls, you guys know that. I tried the game 3 times, Dark Souls 1 and 2, and no, I couldn't get into those games. Why? I think it's because they're not story driven. Because once you get into Dark Souls, there's barely any story, there's no character development, no conversations, no interactions, there's just almost anything. It's just 90% gameplay mechanics. That's okay, that's cool. Bloodborne is the same, I loved Bloodborne, I got into Bloodborne, but eventually it beat the crap out of me, and I also gave up because I lost interest because it wasn't story driven. Code Vein is a story driven game, that's why I'm loving this game so much. Now, people often compare this game to the Soulsborne series. And okay, I get it, even Bandai Namco said it got a lot of influence from the Soulsborne series, but that's all. It's not a clone, it's not a Code Vein, in my opinion, is its own game. Its biggest problem is that a lot of people are calling this game Anime Soulsborne, Anime Dark Souls, Anime Bloodborne, and maybe I did call the game that way, the same name, with the same name when I first talked about it. I was wrong. I don't think this is a clone of any game by any means. It just has a lot of influence from those games and from other games like God Eater, which is a franchise of games also by Bandai Namco. So you see what I mean? It's unfair to compare these games, to constantly bash the game and compare the game to the Soulsborne series, because it's not a clone, it just has some influence from it. Imagine if every single grid-based strategy RPG was being constantly compared forever to Final Fantasy Tactics, which is actually a clone of Tactics Ogre. So you see what I mean? It's just not fair, you know, every single grid-based strategy RPG is different. It just took a little bit of influence from Final Fantasy Tactics, or even Fire Emblem, or even Shining Force. Code Vein is the same, it takes a lot of influence from certain games. It just happens to play a little bit. The battle concept, the battle mechanics are a little bit similar to the Dark Souls series, to the Soulsborne series. That's all. But I think it's unfair that this game still gets a lot of comparison to the Soulsborne series, because the more it gets compared to those series, the worse criticism it will keep receiving. Most of the people who have trashed this game are original Soulsborne die-hard fans. That's all. If you're not a fan of those games, give this game a chance. If you're a hardcore fan of Soulsborne series and haven't played this game, this probably isn't for you. Or if you're gonna play it with an open mind. Do not compare the game to Dark Souls, because it's totally different. Sure, it has some similarities, but that's as far as it goes. Code Vein is no masterpiece, but it's a fantastic game. I love the heck out of it. I recommend this game to everybody. Yes, it's brutally hard. If you're not into really hard games, forget it. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I am obsessed with this game. I don't know if I'm ever gonna beat this game, but if I do, I'll let you guys know. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. See you next time!